Yo, what up, everybody? It's the Panel Podcast, the voice of your everyday group chat. This is Trey Chap, aka Treasy Salute, and we got a special holiday edition for y'all. I'm with my guys. Say what up.
What up, everybody? Reggie P.
What's good, everybody? Happy holidays.
What's up, y'all? It's at Mr. McGurst, and you know how that goes.
So, we haven't put out a podcast in a while, so we wanted to do something special as a tribute to our listeners. So we decided to come together. We're not together often. We're all in different places, so we decided to come together, put together a special holiday edition. I had a good Thanksgiving. How was yours?
Everything was solid, my man. Can't complain at all. Everything was smooth.
Had a very blessed Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I had a lot of Caribbean food, so I'm very, very happy right now.
Yeah, I'm still mad I didn't come to your crib and get some
Those
food.
Yeah, we
oxtails are
definitely
gone.
we folded.
They're
Yeah, we
gone.
folded
Oh
for sure.
man.
That's all y'all fault, though. Y'all asleep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I ate my first plate. I was gone 30 minutes later.
It hits you. It's real, man. It's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. Anyway, did y'all see everybody on Twitter roasting Drea for her food on Thanksgiving?
Oh, that mac and cheese that she had?
Yeah.
Nah, son, she had the whiskers on the joint.
I peep game, but like honestly, I look at Dre. I can tell she can't cook. Like nothing about her says like good wholesome wife that's gonna really throw down the kitchen.
Yo, can we address this man drop his phone? Yo, he dropped his phone.
But look, the recording didn't stop. That's all that matters.
Oh my goodness.
But nah, like she had some mac and cheese, some greens. She had like a turkey, I believe. Like honestly, it didn't look bad.
Yeah.
But just the picture of the mac and cheese looked bad.
Right, like I'm sure she enjoyed her food, but Twitter is just ruthless.
But isn't it funny to y'all how like every time you're on Twitter, like whenever something's going on, everyone becomes a specialist out of nowhere?
Facts.
I really saw people talking about, the outside is too burnt, but I should probably need to turn the temperature down. I'm sure the middle's not cooked through, etc. So I'm like, come on, yo.
Right.
It's a picture. You can't tell all that.
Like y'all are the basic
Twitter
people
full
of
of
Twitter.
experts.
Exactly. But that's mad. And it's funny that you say Twitter's full of experts because I know y'all saw the video of the guy or girl, I'm not sure, beating their kids, and Twitter all of a sudden child
He's a
protective.
bozo.
He's a bozo.
What?
You should not be beating your kids and then posting it on social media.
All right, first of all,
So let's break it down. You don't have a problem with him beating.
If you want to discipline your kids,
Okay,
that is
I
your
thought-
okay,
you
okay.
don't. But
Okay.
you should not be posting it on social
I
media.
can agree with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That's why I
I
say
mean,
he's
I
bozo.
feel like there's a couple different ways you could look at it. Some people would say that like it teaches like kids the wrong thing,
Mhm.
and that it kind of can like harm the development of the relationship with their parent.
Yeah.
That's an argument.
And I mean, of course, growing up, my parents with me, so I have no problem with that. But yeah, I don't think you should be posting on social media. It's
Absolutely.
not a
You
good
look
look.
like a clown, really.
Nah, but other than that though, like I still saw people on Twitter, like somebody commented, we beat our kids like slaves and expect them to, do well in society.
Right.
Like, bro, like you have to whip your kid. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that's why white parents got their kids like slap them in the face and like telling them to shut the f up. Like, bro, they don't get whipped. Like, I feel like as a kid you have to be a little bit scared of your parents.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like sometimes it's better to rule out of respect and love than fear. Like
Yeah.
if you raise your kids the right way, and to the point where they have like those core principles and stuff, then like they're not gonna do things necessarily that a whooping can fix. Like sometimes there's been plenty of times where I got whooped as a kid,
Mhm.
but there's been plenty of times where my dad talking to me about something was like enough for me to like, address my behavior.
Yeah, and I feel that because I don't agree that you have to whip your kids because that's not everybody's plan of action as adults, and kids grow up fine either way. But I feel like that it's not wrong at all.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff I didn't do as a kid only because I knew my pops would beat me.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, I wasn't ever
Both
scared
sides.
about like getting my PlayStation taken like that. You know what I'm saying? Like him having to talk to me. Like I didn't do stuff strictly because if I got in trouble in school, like I knew mom was gonna go crazy. So I don't know. It was just different for me. I was never scared. Like a talk didn't really do much for me, like personally.
So you was
I think it's people
bad
on both
child.
ends.
Nah, I was
Like,
just
there are
so
people who
fast
got
on
beat
top
all
of
the time and they're still like bad. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that.
Because
Like, whooping them all
it's
the
like
time
once
is
you do that and it doesn't work, there's nothing else
yeah, like,
left.
now what?
Like that's it.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Either way, whatever you choose.
your authority.
Do not post that on social media. You look like
Yeah.
a clown.
We can
Yeah,
agree on
just social media will look bad up there. But let's go ahead and get into our topics. In the sports world, Derrick Rose is talking about retiring. That's crazy. Like, how do y'all
Bro, I
feel?
literally saw that nonsense earlier today, and I was like, this guy got to be kidding me. Like, are you? First of all, he's ruining everything the Cavs are trying to do right now. They already have an injured point guard. Now their second point guard is sitting here talking about retirement at what age? Was he 30? 29?
But
It's
at the same
probably
time, bro,
30.
yeah, but we know, like especially because you watch ball, like how much wear and tear he's had over these
Yeah.
years. You know, like mentally how much of an effect that's had on him. When he came back a while ago for the Bulls, he was already talking about, you know what I'm saying, I have a kid I have to raise, I have stuff I have to do after basketball. So, I mean, if he's not giving, I mean, I don't know, if he's not mentally where he needs to be, playing a long NBA season, like, I feel like the Cavs is in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not mentally where I need to be a good NBA player.
He did this last year too with the Knicks. Like he just
When he
off.
disappeared for that
Yeah.
day,
Right.
with no saying, and he came back and said it was like,
Yeah, and I can't really blame him just because when you go through all those injuries, like you deal with those mental issues as far as depression. And like you said, he has a kid to raise and stuff like that.
It's
so.
just bigger than basketball sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely
it's
bigger.
bigger than the Cavs organization. Brian's leaving anyway next
Right.
year. So, I mean, it's really, you can't be Golden State Warriors. So, like,
that's
I mean,
debatable.
yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, it's always debatable
There's
until it
a few
happens,
teams
but, like,
in the
Ooh,
NBA
we
that,
might as well talk about it while we here.
Name
That
the
Thunder,
teams that can beat them in a
that
7-game series.
that Thunder Warriors.
the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That
number
Thunder
one.
Warriors.
That's their number one.
nah, Rockets honestly have the
enemy.
best chance.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm going with them. The Thunder and the Cavs.
I don't know
Those three teams.
I don't know if the
Cavs-
Thunder
Cavs
can put it in
Oh,
game.
bro. We don't even know what IT we're going to get back in a couple months. We have
That's
no
fine.
clue.
I got faith in my man Braun. Like I don't
Bro,
understand.
last year he just got killed, and I love Brian.
How do you?
I have faith in Braun, but I don't have faith in the Cavs. I don't think he has a
Right.
good enough supporting cast.
Brian's
to
going
do
to
it.
snap regardless.
Look, we're gonna see a different side of the Cavs, and once March comes, we already know how it goes. Like you can't base these first 20 games on the.
Okay,
rest of
Juan,
the
do
season.
you think the Cavs got better this offseason? Like, significantly better?
I don't think they figured it out yet, and I don't think they can until they get Isaiah.
I think Isaiah needs to come back great.
Cavs
He has
might
to
not
come
be
back
coming-
very,
I mean,
very
if he
good.
came back the same as last season, they are a better team.
I'm not better than last year.
Okay,
Yes.
but who can defend? I don't know, bro.
Because all they did was gain. They lost
cannot
Kyrie
defend
Irving.
Steph.
They lost Kyrie Irving, but they gained Isaiah Thomas, who outscored Kyrie Irving last season.
But
I think we just
Kyrie's
gotta wait until
Kyrie's
IT comes back. We're not gonna really
Yeah.
know what we're gonna get.
I
From
mean,
him
and
until IT
if we being honest, Isaiah's an ISO player just like Kyrie.
But I'm saying Kyrie brings, especially this year, Kyrie brings a way better thing to the defensive end. Even last year he did, and Kyrie wasn't known for
Kyrie's
defense.
strapping this year.
Isaiah can't guard. They took him out in the fourth.
Anybody.
They took him out in
Right.
crunch time last year because he can't guard.
Look, call
Steph
it
gonna
what
have
you
fun
want.
with him.
I guess.
He might have fun with
Lots of
Steph also.
fun.
Like that.
I don't think so.
Nah, he's
I
not
don't
gonna
think
have fun
so.
with Steph.
Steph is a.
You
Steph
might
averaged
score.
30 a game
That
last
don't mean
year.
you're gonna have fun with him. I'm saying
Not on
there's
Steph.
nothing Isaiah Thomas can do. Like, he's
Isaiah
not like-
Thomas was what, second in the NBA in scoring last season?
Maybe so.
Yeah, when he plays
Second,
Steph, he's just
third
not
at
gonna get 30.
worst.
Bro, it's a different defense when you play in Golden State in the finals, bro. Like, you know everybody locks in.
He
like,
went
way
against
different.
the entire NBA by himself. That man was a one-man wrecking
Oh my
ball.
God, it's regular season.
We just
bro.
got to
They're
agree
gonna
to
strap
disagree.
him. Right, we can
He's
agree.
got to agree to disagree.
Call it what you want.
Well, since the last time we made a podcast, I don't think college basketball was on. And to be honest, since college basketball has been on, I haven't been watching nearly as much NBA.
Same.
So how do y'all feel about these teams? I know Duke's number one. They look pretty good.
I haven't.
Uh,
Had a scare yesterday.
Had a scare. Michigan State looks solid. They got a lot of players hurt. Kansas looks good. Carolina looks better than number 9.
Solid, yeah.
And I've seen Florida yesterday. Florida's really good.
Who they play yesterday?
They played boy.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it was
City
a
song, yeah.
it was a smaller team,
I
but
don't know. I
they
think it's a
look
lot
really
of.
good.
I think it's a lot of parity this year in college basketball. I feel like we'll see a lot of upsets. Arizona's already lost twice.
Ooh.
Shout out my boy Sam.
Yeah, shout out Sam. Shout out Sam.
boy.
We see you out there.
Yeah, so State upset Arizona. And then Arizona lost again. Who they lose the second time?
They lost to SMU.
SMU. Yeah, I mean SMU's a solid team, but you know
Yeah.
I feel like we'll see a lot more upsets this year.
I think so too.
You know, top
3 in the
teams.
bucket though.
It's a better playing field. So yeah, anything else anybody want to say about these college teams?
basketball related?
I mean, I feel like when it comes to college basketball, like early in the season, there's just really not much you can say because it's so dynamic to the point where the season never goes as how it's supposed to go.
You're right.
It never does.
It's so much surprise in college
Yeah,
basketball.
it's been a long time. It's been a long time since like the top 4 or 5 teams were consistent throughout the whole season.
Very true. Very
So who
true.
y'all seeing as the top 4 right now?
My top 4, I'm gonna give it to Kansas. I'm gonna give it to Duke. I'm gonna give it to Florida. And from what I've seen, I'm gonna give it to Carolina.
I agree. I'm going Kansas, Carolina.
Shout out my boy
I'm
Theo
throwing
as
Michigan
well.
State in there though.
MSU, yeah, okay.
Michigan State, Carolina. Yeah, same one. You
I have
said.
the same 4 as Reg.
I mean, I haven't watched enough games to say anyone else aside of Kansas and Carolina. I haven't
Okay.
even seen Duke play yet, so I'm just gonna say
They're-
Looks like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're legit.
hey,
They're
they,
legit.
they deserve to be that number 1.
I agree.
Well, appreciate that. So one of our followers, one of our listeners asked us a question. This is going into the music. One of our listeners asked us a question. Do you think mumble rap is good for the rap game, for the industry? How do y'all feel? I don't know. This is a good question.
I think it is. I would say with the era we're in now, where streams is what makes all the money.
Mhm.
you're looking for a catchy song, something that's going to get somebody to just listen to your music.
Right.
So when you have guys like Uzi or Yachty who can come out with 15 or 20 songs that, you know, like 10 or 12 of them will be catchy.
Mhm.
Like, we're not really looking for substance or like content. We're just looking for something with a nice beat, something that will get you plays, that will get your bread up.
Right.
So
I feel like mumble rap is good for the culture right now, just because if I was an artist that put out music with substance, it would bother me to the point where I would just feel like it wouldn't get as much love as it was supposed to, because the music market right now is almost like oversaturated with like good, or so to speak, music, like
Right.
music
You
that
think
we
so?
want to listen to.
I think
I feel like it's the opposite right now.
I can think of about 20 good albums that came out in 2017. Like really good albums.
But if you go by just artists, bro, I feel like I thought you were gonna say the opposite. I feel like we just have so many just like random, just like folks that come up and make
Yeah.
a catchy song that is good.
They,
You know what I'm saying?
they
It's-
are random, but their projects end up being pretty nice.
I can. I'm
you
not
got
mad
some
at
that
that.
were pretty good. You got some that were
and
not
just
good.
I'm trying to think who came out with an album that had substance this year.
Kendrick, Jay Z,
Like, okay.
Saha,
Saha.
Saha
Run
project
is
is
hard,
nice.
man.
All right, I'll say
Herbo?
Jay-Z's album.
My
Herbo.
boy Herb, Shaji Herbo.
Stop it.
Herbo.
That's a nice album.
Jay-Z's album was really nice. It had a lot of real talk on it, but it still kind of came and went. Like it didn't last longer than a month.
I don't know. I'm still
I
hearing
ain't gonna lie,
songs.
bro.
I was
haven't
listening to
heard
the
a
radio.
Jay-Z I haven't heard a Jay-Z song in
Which is
a
crazy
few
because
months.
you're the one that's up north.
Right, and
We
I
still
and I
hear
really
that.
I
Yeah.
really haven't heard it, but it's just a point where it's almost like every week there's a major artist, so to speak, that has an album coming out.
Yeah, it's been a
I
lot.
don't think I see that, bro.
It's been a lot of big
It's
albums.
been a lot.
I don't know. I feel like it's the opposite. And
We
honestly,
scrolled
I
through
like.
2017. Almost everybody.
Do y'all kind of like trap rap as mumble rap, or are we like are those two different?
No,
Nah, I don't
trap
think
rap
trap
and mumble
rap-
rap is two different
Okay,
things.
fair enough.
Mumble rap is like,
I don't know what you're saying.
Young
Like Lil
Thug.
Pump and all that.
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Trap rap is just like every bar is about
Okay.
selling drugs. Like
So wait, what do you classify like a Young Thug then?
He's a-
Young Thug
he's
is
a hybrid.
mumble.
He's trap.
Yeah,
He came out-
he
he's
can do
trap
both.
and
He can do
mumble.
both.
He can do both.
Because when you say trap, I think like Gucci,
Gucci G.
Yeah, Gucci,
Chainz,
Dolph, yeah,
Alright.
2 Chainz, yeah.
21.
21, yeah.
and that's the other person.
21 can be a hybrid.
21's low key a hybrid.
21's a hybrid.
Okay.
But honestly, I don't like how the old heads like talk so much about you know the mumble rap generation, because if you don't like them, don't listen to them.
Fair
But at the
enough.
same time, like I feel like there are just as many good like substance rappers now as there was back in the day. Like people make it seem like I feel like it is.
But I
People
think,
make it seem like there's only trap rap, there's only
there
like
were-
yeah,
mumble
no,
rap.
yeah, it
Wasn't
wasn't.
mumble rap
It
back
seems
then.
like a
there
lot
was
more
dudes that
back in the
was
day because
trash
it
back
wasn't
in the day,
mumble
though.
rap.
They were just not. There were people that just weren't good at rap. They might not have been mumble rappers, but
Yeah.
they couldn't rap good though.
But like you
Yeah,
think about
I'm-
it, it's all aspects. The old heads are gonna hate on the young heads.
Yeah.
True, fair enough.
Yeah, but they just, I don't know. I just can't get it. Because, like, the rappers back in the day, I feel like our real rappers are better than their real rappers. Like, you had, of course, like, Biggie, Pac, Hove, and, like,
Yeah.
Nas is overrated me, but you know what I'm saying? We'll still say Nas.
Yeah.
I feel like we have a solid enough lineup that's just as good as them, honestly.
But like everything, it evolved.
Biggie,
Like
Pac,
back in the day, there was
Nas,
better
yeah.
basketball players
Hov
now
was
than there
there,
was back
by
in the
the
day.
way.
But
Hov was there.
I think he's.
If you take
I
Nas
think-
with them, you gotta take over.
I feel like Hov is. He
He's
was
just rare
around.
because he can make music.
Yeah,
throughout
he was
generations
around
that
at
still
that
sounds
time.
good.
Hov's
like,
best work.
where
Okay, but we got
getting into
Drake,
music as
we got
well.
Kendrick, we
Is he
got
a substance
Cole.
rapper, Drake?
No, I'm just saying, like, a real rap.
Yeah,
like,
But Drake can rap, though.
Yeah, Drake
Drake
can
is better than
rap.
almost all. Okay, yeah. So I'm
Drake
saying
can
we got.
rap.
I mean, Rick Ross is a solid rapper in my opinion. I
For
think
sure.
he's a real rapper. So I mean, we have real rappers now. Herbo, we got G Herbo.
Nah,
He's a real
Herbo's-
rapper.
Herbo doesn't
You got-
belong in that.
Yeah, y'all gotta
he
stop
doesn't.
thinking Herbo
He doesn't
is-
belong in
he
that
doesn't belong
class
in
of
that.
Okay,
rappers
so
you just
who's the
said.
next one?
You
though?
said Drake, Ross, G Herbo. Like,
What?
no,
Yeah.
like, he doesn't belong- he
What are
doesn't
you
belong in that
talking
group.
about?
I'm saying I see the vision.
Nah, I'll take the old heads. Substance wise, I'll take the old rappers before I take.
I think they
Nas.
gotta let that go
I don't
because
know.
you gotta adhere to like your listeners. And the reality of it is like these young kids these days, they're living fast lives.
Definitely.
Mumble rap is hot right now. It's just the facts.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Christian, I know you mentioned that a lot of big artists, almost all of them, had dropped albums this year. Can we think a big artist from about 10 years ago dropped an album last week? T-Pain. That album. Somebody came up to me last week and was like, "Yo, Trey." I was talking about Ty Dolla $ign's album. They was like, "Yo, Trey, go listen to T-Pain's album. I promise you it'll be better than Ty Dolla $ign." And I am highly disappointed. I showed Reggie a song in the car. What you think?
I mean, it's just like, when are you really gonna listen to T-Pain? Like, just
Yeah.
think of a scenario right now in 2017 that you was like, bro, we should put on some T-Pain. Like, I
Right.
can't think of
Not him
like.
by himself. He was featured.
Like when
Yeah,
you
no
go,
doubt.
Yeah.
yeah, just a T-Pain track. I can't think of one scenario. Like we're not going to the club listening to T-Pain. We don't got shorties over. We're not gonna throw in
Right.
the T-Pain. Like he's just mad outdated. He's a legend. So
There's
shout
not
out
a
to T-Pain.
scenario
But
where we would
I
Have
can't
y'all
think of-
have y'all listened to the album?
No,
No.
And
I
it's
have no intention.
Yeah,
of
it's
listening to
nothing.
when I
but
cut
take
it
your word
on,
for
I
it.
expected T-Pain to have somewhat like evolved, like switched over to this type
It's
of
straight up
generation music.
07.
But it's straight up 07,
I think
09
he's gonna end up on the
T-Pain.
Lil
Right.
Jon.
Like not even buy you a drink. It's just straight up like middle of the pack T-Pain album songs. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
Does that
archives.
have not
He's
one
gonna end
banger
up on the
it?
Lil Jon wave, like making like EDM type
EDM
music
music.
like for the white folks.
Yeah, he should have been on that.
Facts.
honestly.
Yeah,
He
oh,
should-
yeah,
would've been a
he's-
killer
He could have
by
hopped
now.
on way.
Yeah,
earlier.
he needs
Flow
to.
rider.
He's still trying to attract us, and we just T-Pain. I'm sorry, we not buying it.
All right, so yeah, speaking of music, bro, let's talk about my man Killer Cam, bro. Yo, CH, what you think about the
Yeah,
album?
I listened to Cam's new project yesterday, and it's bottom 10% of 2017, and that's the most thing I can put.
I mean, considering all the hot albums, that ain't so bad.
Nah,
But now the thing is though, like Cam was my guy, bro. Like he was probably like the hottest artist or top 3 artist for a minute. So when he came out, like I'm telling all my boys, like yo, Cam just dropped.
So,
to everybody in the group chat.
What
What
he
is
said was the
dropped.
hottest group in rap for like a time period.
So
Facts.
was it him just trying to do something that's like not in his talent range, or?
No, I don't think
It just
so.
wasn't good songs.
Yeah, it just.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if it's just that it was Cam from back in the day, which it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make that same music, or if he just can't rap anymore. Because I don't want to say he can't rap, but
It's like
that just
Wizards Paul
wasn't.
Pierce. You're just not good at what you do anymore. You're just not that good.
I was just very disappointed.
And I don't think
ain't
it-
had no Cam in a minute.
I didn't think it was bad rapping because like I was listening to the lyrics and it was solid bars, but the songs were just not songs I would ever want to listen to ever again.
Right.
Other than one,
Right.
I like one. I
The
like
Lean-
Lean.
the Lean
Lean
joint
was a
was
good
straight,
song.
yeah.
The rap
But
world
other
doesn't
than
want
that,
to hear old Cameron. Like, this is
Fair enough.
I mean, if it was
I would
what
love
he was
to,
making,
yeah.
what he was making before, I'd love
That,
that.
that wasn't
Yeah.
old Cameron he was making before. Are you talking about like the
I'm not
mixtape that
as-
just dropped?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
No.
I
about.
thought you meant like.
I want to hear
Purple
good
Haze.
Killer.
No,
yeah,
that's not
Killer
old
Cam.
Cameron.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like 2004, right?
What is old Cam?
Yeah.
like what?
I'm saying like Purple Haze is old Cam, Killer Season.
Killer
is
Season,
old
right?
Cam.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Diplomat
Diplomat
albums,
like
yeah.
like
Okay.
that's old.
Okay.
You said people don't want to hear that?
No, I'm saying people don't want to hear this Cam.
Oh,
Maybe I misspoke and said it wrong.
Yeah.
People,
The
what I'm
older
saying,
Cameron Jazz people don't want to hear while he's old.
Yeah,
Okay.
old Cam,
Oh,
like
okay.
Okay, that's just
40-year-old
because he's not rapping like that.
Yeah,
but I feel
yeah.
what you're saying.
40-year-old Cam.
So in comparison, I don't know if you guys got a chance to check out that Fab and Jadakiss tape.
it was some
That's
solid
a good
solid
point.
bump.
Yeah, because I feel like they're still rapping how they used to rap.
Yeah.
But they just found a way to make it good in 2017.
Yeah,
and
when I-
Cam's totally missed out on
Okay.
that.
Right.
Yeah, when I heard that Kids start kicking in, I was like, nah, I've been missing this.
Yeah, it was. I was
Yeah,
like that.
I agree.
I was today at the gym. I like
Kids
that.
he did not miss on it.
Yeah, when I was younger, I caught him on like the tail end because like our age thing wasn't matching up exactly. But I definitely was a fan of him. Definitely.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that theme music was Swiss Beat. That's
Ooh,
a-
yeah, they
So
killed that.
we spoke on all the mainstream artists, some old school artists. You guys got any like sleepers, artists that we like really aren't out there just yet?
I think we all got one. We haven't had the podcast in a couple weeks, so I think it's been some low key good albums.
Yeah.
And I'll start it off. I want to shout out my roommate Tim and my boy Mark back in Atlanta. They put me on this guy, Uno the Activist. He has an album out right now and it's really good. My favorite song on it, the name of the album is Live, Shine, and Die. And my favorite song right now is probably Fabo. So y'all check that out. I think
What
that's a
kind of
really
artist
good
is he?
album. He's like a rap, kind of mumble rap, kind of,
Okay.
but it's also
It's kind of catchy though. I like that.
yeah, it's catchy. It's a lot of different type of vibes. So
Rap's catchy.
check that out. So that's mine.
Let's see. I think Cedar Honcho. I don't know if people have heard of him. He's like a Chicago drill rapper. So I mean, honestly, a lot of his substance is like killing people and really ignorant stuff. But he's kind of found a way to make it more interesting than just straight up shoot you in the face, shoot you in the head type stuff. So I'm not gonna make it seem like it's like some spiritual stuff to listen to in the
Yeah.
morning. But Cedar Honcho, new album called Takeover, or a new project called Takeover. It's super tough. Check out Anti. If you like that track, you'll probably like it. If you don't, then it's really no point listening to it. But he's one of the better drill artists that are still around from the Chicago, little era.
Yeah, Reg let me listen to a song earlier, and he described it as drill rapping with like some little bit of substance. So I like it.
He's good.
For all the R&B fans out there, I would say to check out Tyus' new album. Actually, Trey put me on this past week.
Appreciate you.
He has the EP.
Why does everyone always love like they die if they don't get credit?
I want my
No,
credit.
it's not everyone. It's just Trey.
Okay.
Not for you, bro. If I put you on,
But the thing is,
we can admit it.
Okay. The sleeper album that Jawan's about to say.
No, here we go.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen,
can I finish though?
listen.
No
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let Christian.
Can I
I'm gonna
finish
let
though?
both of them finish, and we're gonna talk about it really
All right,
quick.
so like I was saying, it's Tyus, TYUS. The EP is called Phases. My favorite song on there is called Brand New. It's pretty hard. Check that out.
That's the one that has advice on it.
Please listen to
Advice,
Advice too.
If you
Advice is
listen to any song,
amazing.
Listen to Advice by Ty.
Advice is amazing. That's some you with your girl. You want to listen to that one.
No. It's a fire song, bro. But for me, I'll say the sleeper album I'm gonna give y'all this week is gonna be 88 Glam. That's 88 GLAM.
That song you put on is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
promise
What's that
you.
song called?
Which one did I put?
Bali, the one with,
Bali with featuring Nav.
Yeah, with
So
Nav.
he has a pretty decent feature up there, Nav. But you gotta listen to Baby Bro. I made a snap earlier just today with that song. You know, just a regular driving the car, Snap playing the song.
So
Literally
Snap.
at least 12 people. My Snap is at Jawan Alex at JWAHNALEX. Feel free to follow me. I'm pretty entertaining, I'd like to say, or like to think at least. But listen to Baby Bro by 88 Glam. I promise you it's a banger. At least 10 people wrote me on Snapchat today like, yo, bro, what song is this?
No, it's
What you
probably-
want to say, man? What you
Go
dying
ahead.
over there?
Okay. This 88 Glam album that Jawan mentioned, Reggie can attest to this. All of us went to Hooters earlier. We all got home the same day. Went to Hooters. I was at the table. I said, yo, all y'all should listen to this album by 88 Glam. I looked at Jawan. I said, you would especially like this because this is your type of music. Next thing I know, I'm speaking to all three of these guys. Next thing I know, Christian's coming at me like, yo, Juan put me on this crazy song.
Wait, I'm coming at you?
Excuse me. I said, I congratulated him on listening to the song. He said, Juan put me on. And I wasn't mad, but I wanted my credit. I wanted my credit.
He's not telling the truth.
Right.
So what happened was, I took a picture, like a screenshot, and put it on Twitter with like some flame emojis saying that this song is hot. And then Trey was like, so you're not gonna say that I put you on? And
No, I
was like, to be honest
said
with you-
you're welcome.
All right, sure. So I was like, to be honest, Juan is the one that put me on. Because when we got in the car going back to my crib
Right.
after Hooters,
It was two of us in the car.
Juan
I
cut it
played the
out.
song.
Juan can attest to this.
Okay,
Okay,
to be the mediator,
a lot
I
of
mean,
people told you.
Trey definitely put y'all
Trey put
on
Juan
game.
on.
Trey put y'all on
But
game.
he wasn't the first person to mention it to me.
He told y'all, listen,
Bro, I can
listen
show
to
you
it.
Trey put Juan on.
Jawan, we got to Christian's house and you showed me that text and said, wow, it's crazy. You mentioned it and my bro just texted me about it. Lie.
No, I asked him. I was like, yo, bro, who was that artist you put me on? And he was like, 88 Glam. And I was like, oh, yeah, I thought it was the same person. We got visual evidence.
Moving on.
Oh, yeah, wrap it up.
Moving on. Let's get into Lady Logic.
Why they never bring your name up at the panel then?
It's time for Lady Logic.
Now it's time for Lady Logic.
We have a situation that's happened to one of our friends. We're not going to put him out there. So I'm going to use letters to describe the people in this situation. So
Try to keep up. It's a lot going on, but just try to keep up.
Please, for our listeners, please keep up. So our friend, person A, we're going to call him A,
This is a guy friend.
This is a guy friend. Had a lady he was dealing with. They were off and on. They were, going through some
Pretty
things.
serious.
But they were definitely serious.
It was a
definitely.
situationship.
That was
Yeah.
his babe.
Yeah.
And we're gonna call this lady B. So A and B, they're going through some things. So,
We just gonna call a girl a B.
Good.
boo. Anyway, so another friend C goes to visit B on the weekend, and B and C they're just hanging out.
So who
But
is C? Can you kind of explain that a little
C is just B's friend. They have a relationship. But what B didn't know is that A and C are also very close friends, definitely closer than B and C.
So the two shorties are kicking it, but she does not know that she's friends with our guy.
Exactly.
All right.
And this is a lady friend. C is a lady.
All right.
So, over the weekend that B and C are hanging out, B invites her side nigga over, and we're gonna call him D because that's what he's providing. And
Bro, just continue.
So we're gonna call him D. So he comes over and pretty much smashes B. So C is at the house while all of this is going on. So of course, she calls A, just to tell they're very good friends, and she doesn't want him going outside, so she calls him, and we don't want to say snitching because A is our man, like
She did the
she
right
did
thing.
the right
Yeah,
thing.
She did the right thing.
She
So-
did what I would have wanted.
Yeah, she did exactly what I wanted to have done. So she calls A, tell him what's going on, and pretty much A is trying to figure out how to handle this whole thing. So
So essentially, A is in a predicament where he wants to address his shorty, but
Exactly.
he doesn't want to ruin her relationship.
exactly,
With C.
C does not want to be incriminated
Right.
at all.
And it's difficult to do it because it's a situation where like
It's easy for the shorty to lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
B can easily just lie to
He
him.
wants her to admit.
Exactly.
Right.
But like that's not something that he could just let slide, and it has to be addressed. But at the
For
same
sure.
time, like C did him a solid in telling him.
He
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
fold,
He
yeah.
doesn't
He
want to fold off.
Yeah, he
because-
doesn't.
And the reason why like that relationship between like his shorty and C is so like particular, is just because C is like new to the area,
Mhm.
and that's like one of the only friends that she has.
Yeah.
So she's pretty much concerned that like, hey, I'm trying to do the right thing here by letting you know, but at the same time, like,
She be like ostracized, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Nobody
it's-
does
I
that.
don't
it's a
wanna
tough
be
situation for
kicked
C.
out of this friend group.
So
I'm trying to do the right thing with you.
before I ask what would y'all do in this situation, or how should our mans handle the situation, or how should he have handled it, let's talk about how women always want to bash us men for being such dogs, being cheating, everything. When they, for not being cheating, everything. When they do just as bad as we do, or even worse. Like,
And
what's
honestly,
going
the prime example of that is like the Jennifer Hudson scenario on Twitter.
Oh my god.
Like, bro, it was so sickening to see y'all kill my man's Kevin Hart, who allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
There-
Now, let's keep it a buck.
Allegedly
Let's keep it a
cheated.
buck. Kevin Hart probably cheated on his wife. But the thing is, the wife that he's with now, he was cheating with her like when he was with his last wife. So like, what did she even?
So she knew what she was getting herself
Yeah.
into.
Like, yeah.
But we had a good, wholesome young guy, probably a little bit older, but a good young man
Yeah.
trying to wife up Jennifer Hudson, and she let this dude on for 10 years, and then she cheated on him.
And it wasn't like he didn't put a ring on. He was trying to,
Right.
but she was just straight up content with her.
But all the
with her
Twitter
side
shorties,
boob.
young, they had nothing to say about it. They didn't say anything bad about Jennifer Hudson. Honestly, I saw some people talking down on my mans for getting cheated on, like saying he must not have been doing something right, blah, 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 blah. So we just got to address this stigma that's just, it's such a
I
false.
mean, the same thing happened with Kyrie when he was dating, what's her name?
Yeah.
Kalani.
That's her name, Kalani?
Yeah.
When it was between him and who's the
Party.
Party.
next door. Yeah, she did like the same thing. She just left my man's
Yeah, so
and went back to her ex. Like,
so ladies, y'all listen to this, stop bashing us.
I would like in this position that you just said, I would never like if you flipped it, I would never like mess with a shorty knowing that like one of my girl's friends is
Yeah.
like there. Like
Yeah.
nobody would.
Nah,
tell
but the
me.
kind of twist in this was like the two, like B did not know that C and A were close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like a little, it's like a little different there. Like that's kind of.
She
like
thought
some
she was in the
wild stuff.
clear.
She thought she was good. Like just
Makes it
this
even
my
worse.
side dude, but she had no clue that the girl that was over there was good friends with her guy.
So real quick,
so it's kind of that's
real
I
quick.
don't know if that's
Yeah,
how
like,
true that
I'm gonna
is.
assume that she knew that there was a mutual
Like
friendship.
y'all all went to the
not
same
like
school.
that
You knew the
close,
two of them were
though.
from the same city. They obviously knew each other. If you go to school with someone, you know who your boyfriend knows as a friend, because chances are, if she seen them hanging out before or something, he probably would have said like, "Oh, this is my homegirl, this is my friend. I've known
Yeah.
her for
So
a
you
long
think
time."
that they were that close and she just did it anyway? Like, I'm just asking
I'm
like,
not
what you
saying
think. Like
that
her
close.
logic was.
She
I'm
should have
saying.
known.
Okay, I guess maybe
She
she
should
was
have
being
known.
sloppy, but I'm saying she didn't think that it was like to the point where she's gonna go back and tell, obviously. Or do you think she
Nah,
just
she
didn't
didn't.
care?
She probably didn't.
Okay.
She would have done it if she thought she would
Yeah.
tell. Yeah, no doubt.
So real quick, we gotta, we're getting
Yeah.
close. Real quick, how would y'all handle it?
Sorry, no.
I'd probably, honestly, C might be chalked. Like, and when I say that, what I mean is that, I mean, there's just no way I'm not gonna address my girl about her cheating or something. And if she tries to finesse her way out of it, she's gonna have to get hit with the bombs. Like,
Right, yeah, I
Yeah.
got it.
I'm gonna have to drop the facts on her, because like at the end of the day, like if you want to treat someone else like a certain way because they did what they thought was the right thing, I mean that speaks on you just as much as the actions that you took in starting this whole conversation did.
Facts.
So like I'm gonna try to see what I can do to like withhold that information, but if I feel like I'm just like genuinely being lied to and trying to like the wool's trying to be pulled over my eyes, then I'm gonna have to drop that bomb.
And like, is there any way that you could get her to confess without like bringing C into it?
You can play the assumption game.
Yeah.
Girls
Yeah.
fold to the assumption
Right.
game.
Some
You
girls
just
can't
get-
handle that, yeah.
You just get mad and you just start snapping. It's all of a sudden all the truth starts spilling out.
Yeah,
They start
facts.
crying, just
Yeah.
telling the truth.
I'm gonna play the chalk for no reason card
Okay.
and just let her let it simmer on her.
I feel that because I feel that's what he said he was gonna do. But with me, like I need like straight up closure. I need you to know that I know that you cheated.
Yeah.
Like me playing like the card, like I feel like you did something wrong and then you lie about it. Like now I feel like you really like it's like you slapped me in the face. You know what I'm saying? I need you to know
Yeah.
that I know you cheated on me. I mean, I don't want to tell my friend, but you know what I'm saying? I got cold hard facts that you did cheat on me. We kind of just got to end it like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing the chalk for no reason card. I'm probably gonna play the assumption game at first. Try to get the information. Try to get you to admit it, and if not only did you cheat, you're also lying to me. So there's your reason right there. So you're chalk. I'm not gonna incriminate C because clearly there's my loyalty, but it's
Right.
chalk.
Yeah, that's the right way to do it, but I can't say I would do it like that. I feel you though. That is the right way.
have to tell, bro.
It ain't
Like,
always
I don't want to go back and
Easier
pull
said than
her.
done sometimes.
Definitely
No doubt,
easier
no
said
doubt.
than done. So if there's anything else,
Yeah, real quick, I just want to say that I see like everyone up here rocking a few different bands. Maybe we can go through and let the people know what we got on today.
Yeah, shout out. You go ahead.
yeah, shout out my boy Reek. He sent me this down to Atlanta. Got the Reclusive on. Got to rep it for our
Let
podcast.
them know where they can find it at, man.
You can hit my man Reek on Twitter. Let's
I'm
see.
trying to find his IG.
Yeah, let's find the IG real quick. While I'm looking for the IG, you go ahead, tell the people.
So my man's this jacket right here was made by one of my good friends. Actually, he has a really big clothing line now. He's based out of Atlanta.
currently. It's called 2 A Million. Go to his IG page at the number 2 A Million. And yeah, he has a lot of good stuff up there, dope things, man.
So back to me real quick. Found my boy Reek's Twitter. It's Rose, ROZAY, 4 E's, EEEE. Also, they have a reclusive Instagram page, REKLOOSIV. So y'all follow, y'all DM, whatever, hit them up, get y'all a shirt.
And just on the same way with Reclusive, they actually do catering. Shout out my boy Chris.
Yep.
Honestly, like not just connected to my man's, like he's really like one of the real
Nice in the
deals.
kitchen.
Throw down.
Yeah, chef. They got fitness. Shout out my boy Pim.
Yep.
They do a lot with sports. You know, shout out Sam Deontay. So they honestly just some folks from Greensboro. Trying to do a lot for the community on a real positive way. So
Yeah, we can definitely get some of their stuff retweeted on our Twitter page.
Yeah, definitely. Hit us up if you can't find
What's
it.
the F for our Twitter page?
At Panel Podcast 336. Also email us at thepanelpodcast336@gmail.com.
Yeah, we'll make sure we have all these brands up there for easy for you
Definitely.
guys to find.
Definitely.
I mean, I got on Uncle stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had to rep the family, Big Baller brand. Black dude trying to do things the right way. Actually, I ain't gonna say the right way. Doing things different. So I mean, the price tag's a little bit steep on some of this stuff, but this was affordable for me. But I just rock with LeVar because he's doing things different and he's standing by his word. Standing by his family. So.
And speaking of LeVar, how do you guys feel about this whole him and Trump situation? Like the fact that he has the attention of the president of the United States.
I think just Trump is a clown. That's
Trump's
all
a clown.
That's all I got to say
I
about
don't
it.
want to speak on him. He's a loser. We don't want to hear about it.
What you mean?
We don't want to hear about it, bro. Let's not talk about Trump.
Yeah,
bro. Please,
nah, you're right.
please. He's a
Shout
clown.
out Chance the Rapper. Shout out Chance the Rapper. Hey, before we go, we just wanted to shout out my man AJ. He did all the video recording for us, the IDO. He did great. So
The man behind
much
the camera.
love, man behind the camera.
Yeah, shout out to the
Appreciate
shooter
you, bro.
AJ, man. Hey, yo, follow him though, or
Great
just
time.
go support him. His Twitter is Juice the 6 ones. That's Juice the number 6 and then O-N-E. So yeah, shout out to him. Appreciate you making this happen for us.
Appreciate you, big
Appreciate you,
dog.
bro. Good episode, fellas. Happy holidays. It's the Panel Podcast. Peace out.